If Russell has another mediocre year this year with the Giants, are his Hall of Fame chances officially over? He's on the edge. I think, when it's all said and done, he's right on the line. I want to show you this list. I think his in here is going to be through the passing yardage thing. That is his method in. So Tom Brady, Hall of Famer, Drew Brees, Hall of Famer, Peyton Manning, Hall of Famer, Brett Favre, Hall of Famer, Ben Roethlisberger, Phillip Rivers, Aaron Rodgers, Matt Ryan, Dan Marino, Stafford. All those guys are Hall of Famers. Elway, Moon, Tarkenton, all of Hall of Famers. So Eli Manning, a little bit of Elway there at 11th all-time in passing yardage. But now we get down to the Eli Mannings, the Wilsons, who find themselves kind of around Carson Palmer, Vinny Testaverde, Joe Flacco, Drew Bledsoe. You're in that kind of level of things. I think it's going to be hard right there. And what will probably make it rough potentially is if there's more quarterbacks who come up to push Russell further back down with time. Like his best chances for getting in there, Cameron, are going to be able to get in there the quicker, the better after his retirement. Because the more quarterbacks that push him down, the more he starts to get into that zone of quarterbacks that are not in, very good players who couldn't quite get in. I think he's right on the line. He's got like 8 or 9 Pro Bowls. Statistically, he's going to have the markers overall with touchdown passes. You also got to build into a little bit of this, Cameron, with him is the passing yardages to also give him credit for the rushing yards, where he's going to end up with like 5,000 yards rushing, I think, something like that, right? And that is maybe a thing that'll be what'll allow him that little extra in where those other quarterbacks on that list that I presented don't have the rushing yardage that Russell has. And so he's at 5,400 yards. My goodness. He's going to end up with almost 6,000 yards rushing in addition to the yards passing. Gets up to 50,000 yards cumulatively. He's got 350 touchdowns passing. He's got another 31 touchdowns rushing. I kind of think he gets in when it's all said and done, Cameron. He's been an ambassador for the sport. He's been a good player off the field for the most part. It's been a tough end. But I think that those are just, there's not a lot of quarterbacks running for 5,400 yards all-time NFL. And to have that in addition to throwing for what's going to be probably darn near close to 50,000 yards, I mean, that gives him almost 55,000 yards and 350 total touchdowns in his career. That's probably going to be enough.